Well, today, this cook comes from the heart. It's more for me and my girls, but it's so good I want to share with y'all. See, we've been blessed to get to go to Ecuador and do mission work. 2020's kind of put a damper on that. To remind me and my family of that, we're making shrimp ceviche. To show you it is authentic Ecuadorian, I got this recipe that my buddy Franklin wrote up for me in 2019 on our last trip there. So, follow along and make this because you will be happy if you do. What we're going to start out with is shells of 2 pounds of shrimp. Now, we actually got the shrimp. We'll cook that later. Now, I want to dump that into some boiling water for about 2 minutes. After that 2 minutes, let's drain that out. Let's pour a little bit out on the table just to keep us happy. And then once you strain, pour it back in that pot or all over your induction top there. Once it starts boiling again, let's get those shrimp, those shells come from. See, that's the shrimp. Dump it into that pot, boiling water for about 3 minutes. Now, once you get it in there, it all hits the bottom, reach over there and cut that eye off because we do not want to overcook these shrimp. See, ceviche has lime juice and orange juice in there. The acid in those juices will continue to cook that shrimp. Now, to stop the cooking process, we've got some ice water. Now, just to make those shrimp feel at home, we're going to make it salty since they do like that salty water. After 3 minutes, there you go. Good enough to eat, but still just a little bit underdone. Let's put that on the back burner. And the rest of the ingredients is cilantro, 3 tomatoes, 4 limes, 2 oranges, 2 red onions, some fancy ketchup, and some fancy mustard. What you gonna do? Don't mind my knife skills. I'm not a professional chef. Slice them onions up real thin. Squeeze out that lemon juice. Try not to go blind. So get your safety equipment out. Wear them goggles because I'm blind in one eye right now. And squeeze the lime and the oranges. Pour all that juice on them onions. And we're going to come back with our tomatoes. Now, I kind of feel bad because I am eating vegetables. That's not very common around my place. So just dice them up fairly small, as I'm doing here. I think this is the right way. I have no clue because I think it's the first tomato I've ever cut in my life. And take that cilantro. This is where my love of cilantro come from, is Ecuador. Chop up a bunch of it. You know, a bunch is a bunch is a bunch. Yeah, blah, blah. Then we're going to come in with a half a cup of fancy ketchup and about a tablespoon, a little more, of fancy mustard. Get that all stirred up to combine. Give it a snort to make sure your ratio is right. And that's it. Take that shrimp water that you put on the back burner. Pour a little bit in just to thin that up so it will mix in a little better. Give her a good toss. It's about time. Go get those shrimp. We're going to put those in right at the end. You could probably put them at the beginning, but I'm just crazy that way. Pouring enough of that shrimp water to make sure that all that bowl of goodness is covered. Hit it with a little smoked salt, a little fresh cracked pepper, just to make it mojo. And what we're going to do, after we stir it one more time and get her pushed down in there, stick on the lid like this, or you can use saran wrap or foil, whatever you have. We're going to put this in the fridge for at least 2 hours. Let it chill. Let that acid do its job. While you wait, make you some popcorn. It might come in handy here in just a little bit. That easy. All righty. We're going to go in, get it out of the fridge, give it the snort test. Let me tell you, it smells like home. That makes me happy. All right, let's get her plated up to show you how we're going to do it. Oh, first, let me just pull you out the big old ladle full here. Look at that perfectly cooked shrimp. And those vegetables. This is almost a vegetarian meal, now that I think about it. Get you some in a bowl. Get that popcorn on the side, because this is the way they do it in Ecuador. Or you could always get some chifles. Chifles? Or, okay, I'm not very good at Spanish speaking. Oh, man. This here is my favorite YouTube dish to date. freshness of this dish is amazing. Oh, yeah. And one thing that might make it just a little better, if you've talked to me about my rub, I'll always tell you popcorn is the first thing you should try it on. I don't know what it is about Mojo popcorn, but it brings out every flavor in that rub. Let's try one more bite like this, and that's it. Muy rico. Let me tell you, Ecuador, when I come back, we're having some Mojo ceviche. Alrighty. I appreciate you. And if you help make me famous, I'll do that recipe that's on that apron right there. And that's it. Mojo is out.